Thank you for joining me today, and welcome to the Resilio Connect console. I'm hoping you've already logged into the console and you're looking at the Agents tab, similar to what is on my screen right now. Today we're going to be focusing on one of our types of jobs called a script job. We have several different others, but today we're going to be working on what does a script job do, how can you use it in your environment, and the different use cases here. So let's go ahead and navigate to the Jobs tab. We're going to go to Configure Jobs, Create Job, and then Run Script. We'll go ahead and click Next, and we'll give this a name. Feel free to name it whatever you'd like. I'm going to use Extraction for our example. All right, I'm going to go ahead and click Next here. I'm going to be focusing on Filer 1 in my demonstration, but please make sure when you're working through your scenarios that you can pick the server that best corresponds to your use case. We're going to go ahead and pick a path. For me, it's going to be the root of C. And we hit Save here. And we'll go ahead and click Next. This is where we would enter our script that we're going to execute on the remote machine. We'll just delete this line in the middle and give me a minute while I go ahead and grab the script that is necessary. And we'll paste it right here in between those two lines. So the script I'm using is going to find a zip file of a specific name. It's going to execute against that zip file and extract the folder locally. Some use cases here could be if you are maybe need to zip a bunch of log files prior to executing a distribution job or a consolidation job. There's a bunch of different possibilities here. We have some customers that use this to maybe patch or install software on remote machines after a file has been downloaded. There's all kinds of things you could do with script jobs. We're going to go ahead and click Next here. And then we come up to our job scheduler. So a job scheduler for me, I'm just going to run this manually for this demonstration, but you could use maybe run at a specific time, run every 5 minutes, every 5 hours, every 5 days. There's many different ways you could set this up to execute, in a schedule or in a pattern that best fits your needs. I'm going to go ahead and click Next here. On a script job, there's not too many settings to set. So we're going to leave these as is for now. And we'll go ahead and click Next here and notifications. So as with our other jobs, you can use notifications to alert you if something has completed successfully, maybe something has failed or has run into an error. These can be webhooks, so you can integrate with things like Slack, maybe Teams, or any kind of automation software that you might have. Or we also do SMTP notifications over traditional email. You can go ahead and click Next here. And our last step on this process is our review summary. So the review summary will give you a very high level view of all the settings that you have made within this job. And if you're happy with those settings and don't want to change anything, we can go ahead and click Save. So now that we see we have our extraction job here, we do see that it's not running and it is set to run manually. So to run manually, we would check this box and hit Start. And before I do that, let me set some things up so that we can watch this happen in real time. All right, well now I hope you can see that I have the filer we're executing against on the right-hand side and our extraction job on the left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and check this box and we'll click Start. We should see the start to execute. We see the file has popped up on the right-hand side. We also see it's not running, which means it looks like it executed successfully. We can dive into the status by going to Job Runs. We can look at the extraction and we see that it has completed and we don't have any errors. We can also look at the agents and we see successfully finished. Now looking on the server, we do have this prox backup and we see it looks like those files were extracted successfully from this prox backup extraction 7-zip file that we use in this demo. I hope this very quick walkthrough has helped you understand a little bit about what we can do with script jobs. I mean, really the sky's the limit with the creativity that you can use to execute different functionalities with our script jobs. As always, if you have any questions or comments or would like to reach out for additional help, please feel free to reach out to our engineering team. Or if you're currently engaged with an SC for like a trial or onboarding, more than happy to answer any questions you might have.